EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Detroit Lions. Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 19-yard
line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Now Cook. He's got it off the draw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. off, and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A toss out right to Gibbs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 36 yards on the play. A great run, yes, but something you pointed out to me on film is when they get outside the tackles, their wide receivers are really good at blocking.
And this is a team that values those wide receivers actually blocking. They actually get congratulated and noted for their blocking during a game. They can have a 10-catch game, but if they don't block well, it's going to be a long week for them in practice.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. 23 yards to pick up there. Now Goff on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 59 yards. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. He's on his way. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Out of the gun, Goff. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hardman to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught, it's Wilson. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or...
And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it.
All right, partner, juice is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Cook up the gut. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Hey, 626. Jump out! 630!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Goff. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now as Shante take it on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Jets. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now a toss play to Gibbs. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers going to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it facing a second and long situation. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. He's got room to roam. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, 43 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead inside the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Cook is in. Touchdown, Jets. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And down to the 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with Cook. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. That good for 22 and a first down. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said. Brute strength, force of will.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing Jones. That went on the money to Bourne downfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Pickett now on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two, we got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30, inside the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 74 yards. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Fulk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long for Pickett. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Steelers 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Pickett. Flush to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones eluding the pressure right. Down the sideline he goes. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
They'll toss to Harris. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Pickett sets up play action. Across the formation, he hits Austin. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the gun, here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 40-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Jones throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 14-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Steps away to his left. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. A gain there of 21 yards.
The talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Olszewski now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Back to throw. Pickett. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take possession. Got it at the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Jones. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jones looking around. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Wise play by Pickett, sliding to avoid the hit. He also has the 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Now Pickett. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing to catch.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Pickett to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They start the drive with Cook. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Go!
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 45.
Pickett now from the gun here.
Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. They'll run again with Harris. Give him 6 yards and the first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
So first and 10 now from the 30. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Now Pickett changing the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got this to Pickens. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now they'll change things up. They hand this off to Harris, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Jets' 8-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go now.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Pickett back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
McCole Hardman on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taken down at the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Cobb. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Pickett going to move his guys around. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now Pickett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And now the rookie's free. He's on his way. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just 1 field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. Olszewski now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. And that went incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Cook following the penalty. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 66 yards on the ground for him so far.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On second down, Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Working
line.
out of the gun, it's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, here's Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Pickett looking to change things up. On the ground, it's Harris. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Rodgers. Touchdown Jets! Jeremy Ruckert from 8 yards out. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Austin is there and brings in another one. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Forced out to his left. The throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. First and 10. Here's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. This is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another try from the 14 on second and 10. Pickett to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Dalvin Cook. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's first down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Pickett back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Cook is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.